dipersembahkan oleh
Welcome back. We're talking to Alan Solo, the CEO of Infrastructure Asia. Alan, before we get into the 23 provinces that's on board, how many players are you looking at? How many exhibitors that's going to be participating in the Infrastructure Week?
I think across, not the exact figure because Indonesia is very much a last-minute market, but I would say as of this day, we've got about 150 exhibitors across the 4 shows, occupying every square meter of the Jakarta Convention Center.
From various sectors.
From various sectors. You've got the construction sector, you have every major Karya group that's involved in construction, as well as the Department of Public Works, and you've got in the traditional regional governments and the infrastructure sector, you've got major players like PLN and PGN, you've got the Ministry of Transportation, Coordinating Ministry of the Economy, you've got Bank Mandiri, you've got Sarina Multi-Infrastructure. There's a healthy showing. Inside the broadband area, you're hosting the Ministry of Communications and Telecom as the lead sectors, with major players like Datacom taking big positions within the forum.
And what about the private players?
The private sector players, you've got, let me go across the board, which ones? You've got Philips is on board inside the infrastructure. You've got offhand in the construction, I got to tell you, I'm not exactly sure. The list is...
It's a long list of...
It's a really long list across 4 shows.
Are you happy with the number of exhibitors?
I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. I'm actually, if you ask me for space now today, I'll tell you that nothing's available.
Closed.
It's closed. We're literally, and I'd say this is the first year we've actually taken up the entire space.
Now, getting the 23 provinces on board, that must have been a very challenging feat.
That is a challenge.
Was it difficult to sell the idea to the provincial government?
We've been working closely with them over the last years, and this is the first time we're seeing a really, really strong turnout. So, this has been able, and through a collaboration between Pasharo Limpo, who is the chairman of the Association of Regional Governments, and Pasorio Solisto, the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. And in the collaboration of the 2 of them, with the support of Menko's office, Bapenas, and BKPM, is really the fabric of the regional government's conference.
Have they done much of the work in trying to socialize the Infrastructure Week?
Absolutely, absolutely. They've issued a lot of letters and invitations, and a lot of phone calls go out, and the opportunity is there. And we have a hosted program for the provinces as well. We complement a handful of square meters to each one of the provinces. But what we've seen is a trend this year that many of the provinces are upgrading their space and taking a lot more space. So we're pretty excited.
So what are the things that they should expect out of the Infrastructure Week? Both the industry, private sector, the regional players?
Well, at the headline of the event, I mean, this is an opportunity for investors to meet with stakeholders that are developing projects. So at the top of the food chain, you've got the projects. And below that, you go in 2 directions. If projects are ready to meet investors, we've got a healthy delegation. I've got 12 of the leading investment groups coming into town, including CLSA or DEG or the Ecos Fund Group or KFW. There's 12 top delegations coming in from the investment community that's representing a couple of $1 billion of investment capacity. Below that, aside from the investors, you also need the technology and services. So this is the ground floor where the projects are being developed. Some projects are investment ready. Some projects are in what they call the market sounding stage, and that's the ground floor where stakeholders that have technologies and services want to get in and meet the people and understand the projects a little bit better so that they can enter the tender and later on try and win their projects and win pieces of their work.
Now, I understand that you've marketed this in several countries.
Yes.
Including China, Australia, Turkey, and how has the the enthusiasm?
The mood is exciting. I'm not sure if it was clear, but our company Infrastructure Asia is actually in a partnership with the Tarsus Group PLC based out of London. We've got 22 offices around the world, and I'd say the wait and see period is over because we're starting to see a nice trend. Everybody's very happy with the election results and they think everything went down very well over here. So we're seeing trade delegations coming in from the UK. We've got trade delegations coming in from China. It's an exciting moment, it's an exciting moment.
Yeah, like I said, it couldn't have come at an impeccable time because the government is trying to boost its infrastructure.
It's no accident. It's no accident. Infrastructure is the key to moving everything forward. Without infrastructure, you're going to continue to have floods in your homes. You're going to continue to have traffic in your streets. I mean, infrastructure has got to be the key to growth, and we put our eye on this over a year ago, and pulling these 4 events together is really going to be the key.
And this should accelerate the conversation, if not the action, towards the economic integration that's starting
with
next
ASEAN,
year with ASEAN
Exactly. A lot of the themes are, for example, in the airport theme, the conference called the Indonesian Aviation Business Forum focuses on partnering with Indonesia under the ASEAN Open Sky policy. Indonesia is an incredible opportunity to be a hub between Australia, between Asia, between the Middle East. It stands at an incredible opportunity. So how do you partner with Indonesia? I think you'll find at the Aviation Business Forum, for the first time ever, you'll have 12 board of directors from the combined Angkasa Pura I and Angkasa Pura II. Traditionally, they don't speak together in the same conference. They'll be here together to put the flag out.
This is the time. Now, if you could just tell us briefly your observation in the last 5 years. You've been here for a while. You've been observing the infrastructure development in Indonesia. How do you think we fare up so far? And is Indonesia ready for one open sky economic integration?
You know, I've seen Indonesia is, it has to be ready because it's taking shape. And I think it is. And I think you'll find that it's a massive opportunity for Indonesia because it is the peg in ASEAN. I mean, nothing, really, ASEAN doesn't move without Indonesia. It's the largest economy in the market. So is Indonesia ready for it? You know, are we ever ready for it? Are we ever ready for that deadline? When is that deadline going to happen? It's happening now. And what's interesting and what we've seen is the trend in the conferencing is a real open dialogue about problem solving, discussion, solutions on how to prepare for that. And that's what this forum is about. We don't propose that it has direct and definite answers, but the dialogue and the discussion has to start.
It should get going.
Exactly.
All right. Stay with us.
Dipersembahkan oleh